चलिए, so we are discussing what top down. ठीक है, what is a top down budget? What's a top down? Top down. वीडियो ऑन कर लीजिएगा हरी, ठीक है, हरी तनुज वीडियो ऑन, हाँ ठीक है, उसाना also yes. What is top down budgeting or imposed budgeting? Who will say top down or
Yeah,
imposed? Yeah.
when budget is prepared by a senior authority, so and then passed to other juniors.
Very
I
good.
mean, the budget is prepared on senior level.
You have prepared anything like this?
No.
No, this the common sense is good. Good. Okay. Top down or imposed budgeting. Okay. Top down or imposed budgeting. So it is prepared by the top management. Okay. And it is imposed on the lower level management. What is bottom up?
When prepared by lower, opposite to this top down. So and
Participate. Will participate. Okay. Good. Okay. Next. Okay. PVP this incremental. What is continuous budget or rolling forecast? What is continuous budget or rolling forecast? Who will tell this? Rolling forecast. कल ही कराए थे. What is continuous budget or rolling forecast? कनिष्का. Continuous
budget.
बोलिए अक्षिता.
Budget
Yes,
is
अक्षिता.
prepared. Budget is prepared in regular intervals, maybe for quarterly, monthly, or for 1 week.
So in this case, what?
Update our budget on the basis of the changes in our volume and changing environment. So that is, it is a continuous.
Babik, what is continuous budget or rolling forecast? आप पूरा सेशन yesterday.
Continuous budgeting is something is used where in a project or which is ongoing, the budget is prepared continuously over a period of time to manage the finances.
Yeah. Example, rolling forecast.
I think when the Geo came into picture for a short period of time, they decided their budget, and after the cost went on increasing, they started to charge from the customers when they made reach their peak level of bearing the losses.
Okay. Rolling forecast. Okay. Rolling forecast is like a quarterly basis. Okay. First, for example, you made a budget for April to September. You made a budget for April to September. Okay. Once the April data, suppose there's a budget, the sales will increase by 10% every year. So like this. Okay. April to September, you made a budget. Now, once April comes, you have the real data of April. Accordingly, taking April data as estimate, May to October, you will make a budget. Similarly, once the May has come, the April, May has gone, from June to what? October क्या आता है? November. So June to November, the budget will be prepared like this. Okay, so as and when the dates are, actual data is coming, this will be done. I think so. Definition also, in case of a rolling forecast, okay, a new budget period is added to replace the yesterday. Yesterday का जो definition था एक बार के लिए group में forward करिए. Please forward in the group. Rolling forecast or the what is the main limitation? This is very much asked. Okay, what is the main limitation of traditional budget? In the case of a rolling forecast, and group में forward, Kaniska, Pabik, yesterday na rolling forecast which I told yesterday only. Jyoti, you are there. In case of a, you given Goldman Sachs interview, by the way, questions were asked. Goldman
Yes,
Sachs.
sir.
What questions were asked? What type of questions? You find out, okay, Babik, and this rolling forecast you mentioned in the group. What questions were asked in Goldman Sachs once?
Yeah, about my resume and like banking sectors they have asked. Most of the question is relating to a banking sector.
Like
CRR and SLR and audit. Like I have did my audit in banking sectors based on my resume they have asked.
CRR, SLR, then cash reserve ratio.
Yes.
CRR. SLR, strategic liquidity ratio. Then what was asked?
Yeah, like they've given some scenarios.
Like
related to banking. Apart from the
Like,
banking, they were asked about the forward futures options.
I told
Yeah.
this forward future option derivative.
Yeah, derivative also they have asked.
They ask now forward future derivatives and
Yeah, and in days 109,
109. 109, what they asked? 109.
Like financial asset and financial
Financial
liability.
liability. What are they? Okay. What are the financial asset? What are the, everybody write financial asset, financial liability. Then
Then, yeah, 115 they have asked. Revenue
in
recognition.
Ind AS 109, anything else?
Yeah, that is, a financial asset valuation methods.
Valuation of assets.
Yeah.
How will you value asset? You told this answer.
Partially I have told. I don't know that is correct. or
What
not.
was the, what you told actually?
Like amortization method and FP.
They have different type of method they asked, I think. Amortized cost, FBTPL, FBTCI, when they will be recognized. Okay, they asked this question. Okay. Next, nothing else apart from this in 109.
Yeah, only that's it.
115, what they asked?
Yeah, that is revenue recognition.
What, 5-step model?
Yeah, 5-step model.
Anything else apart from that?
And
Any
the
case study?
difference they have asked about the Ind AS and AS.
Okay, 115 and AS9.
No. Difference between the Ind AS and the AS.
Like this only difference. Okay, they asked. Okay, what is the difference between Ind AS and AS? What do you give the answer for this Ind AS and AS?
Ind AS and AS, in Ind AS 2, there is a like US and IFRS they have asked.
Yeah.
So Ind AS, inventory, Ind AS 2 inventory, there is a difference. Like a LIFO method is acceptable in US
US GAAP.
IFRS.
Yes, US
Yeah.
GAAP, not IFRS.
Yeah.
IFRS FIFO
Correct.
only.
Sorry.
Yeah, US
Yeah.
GAAP FIFO. Huh.
Yeah, that difference.
But in
I have told.
IFRS Ind AS FIFO. This you gave example. Good. Next, what they asked? This they can make also. Ind AS 100 releases has come a yearly release. You can give that also. Particularly Ind AS also difference you can give. Then what they asked? Any
Yeah,
case study in
apart
Ind AS
from that,
115? Any case study in Ind AS
No.
115? No.
No.
Okay. Next. Any income tax question?
No.
Nothing. Behavior question?
No, just ask about the banking sector's questions.
Banking sector, what they asked?
Like how you will verify the loans, like
Okay,
that.
how will you verify the loans? Then
Yeah, how we will recognize the interest in banking.
interest income in bank. It's okay. Coming to the banking, okay. And anything else apart from this?
No.
No. Now we can ask a question, okay. Suppose there is a banking sector. This is a related. I think everybody has noted the question now. So Goldman Sachs type of questions. Okay. I think everybody has noted that. Suppose there is a banking sector. Suppose there is a banking sector. How will you do FP&A? Or how will you do FP&A? Or what are the major KPIs will you check? Will you check in a banking sector or will you check in a banking sector for the FP&A purpose or FP&A purpose? Okay, the KPIs they can ask. What is key performance indicator? This can ask. Okay. So what are the KPIs in a banking sector? Jyoti, you will be better understanding. What is a KPI? What will be a KPI in a banking sector? Key performance indicators. When you check a banking sector. You want to guess?
Key performance indicators, like
You have audited bank, right? So what are the things that you check in a bank? That only you have to say. What are the areas where your main items kya hote hain? What are the main items in the banking sector? Yeah.
revenue leakage.
Revenue leakage. Good. Then
loans and advances.
Loans and advances. Write in the group also. Okay, everybody. Loans and advances. Then
Issue of guarantees.
ESOPs. Net interest income is there.
And LC.
Net interest income. Yeah, guarantee.
Yeah, bank
Bank
guarantee
guarantee.
and
Bank
letter of
guarantee.
credit.
Yeah. Bill of. What you said last? Bill of.
Letter of credit.
Letter of credit. Okay, letter of
LC.
credit. Okay, Tanuj, you want to add? Tanuj Singh.
Like NPA ratio.
NPA, yes, very important. NPA, you will check.
And CASA deposit, like
CASA. CASA. What is
yeah.
CASA? What is CASA?
Current account and saving account.
Current account, saving accounts. The number of current account and saving account. CASA is what? Write in the group, everybody. What is CASA? They can ask what is CASA. Write in the group. You, Tanuj, you only write in the group. It will be better once. CASA. What is CASA? What is CASA? Write in the group. CASA. Quickly. They ask this, okay, so what we'll check? Revenue leakage, net interest income, bank guarantee. These are the areas which we will be checking. Write in the group CASA. Apart from this, Jyoti, anything else banking you have done?
Yeah, that's it. I think provision.
Provisions for what? For NPA, you can check NPA, doubtful debts, okay. There is CAGR also, no? CGR नहीं बोलते उसको क्या? Capital adequacy ratio. Capital, yes, yes. Capital adequacy ratio. This will be checked. Okay, what is capital adequacy ratio? Yeah. Yes, your name I forgot. Tanuj. Yeah. Anything else? Not remembering. No problem. Okay. Basic ratios you will be checking. Current ratio, quick ratio, liquid ratio. So all the ratios of bank. All ratios of bank. All important. What are the important ratios you'll check in a bank? Kiran Mishra, what are the important ratios you'll check in a bank?
So CRR, SLR.
CRR, SLR, very good. CRR, SLR, फिर CAR, that's CAR is your capital adequacy ratio. Then marginal MLR, MLR is something, the marginal lending rates, I guess. This is also there, marginal lending rates.
MCLR होता है.
हाँ, MCLR, full form, MCLR. हाँ, marginal cost of lending rates, MCLR. Marginal cost of lending rates. Marginal cost of lending rates. So this also we will be checking. Then quick ratio, current ratio. These all ratios we will be checking. Debt coverage ratio. Subs important. They check these ratios. Debt interest coverage ratios. So when you're doing an FP&A now, you will be checking these ratios, these things. Okay. These are the KPIs that will check when you're preparing an FP&A budget and all. So you will be checking the loans and advances, net interest income, bank guarantees, letter of credit, NPA, CASA, provisions, different types of ratios you will be checking. So these are the questions. Okay. Now they will say, ki, have you prepared any budget before in your, have you prepared any budget? Have you prepared any budget or forecast? Anybody? Anybody has prepared budget or forecast in their office? No, I don't think so. Anybody not? So they have not prepared any budget or forecast, right? So they can ask you like this, okay? If you are a new person, okay, if you are a newbie, what areas you will keep in mind? You keep in mind, or what are the steps in the budgeting process? Budgeting, forecasting process. This can be asked, okay? So what are the areas will be there in the continuous budget, okay? Before this question, okay, we were saying there was important question. Video should be on Karuna, Himanshu, Kaniska, Hari Gobind. I'm not able to see Hari Gobind. Okay. The question was continuous budget or rolling forecast. Continuous budget or rolling forecast. So what is a continuous budget or rolling forecast? Nikita, what was the continuous budget or rolling forecast? Mute me. You're in mute.
Sorry.
And
So
Karuna, you will
rolling
on the video. Yes.
rolling forecast budget is prepared on the basis of prior quarter. So we prepare budget on quarterly basis, and new budget is based on previous quarter.
Again, repeat.
Rolling forecast is a budget that is prepared based on prior quarter. So if we are preparing budget for April to June, so we will base our budgeting on the Jan to March.
In the case of April to June, then we get an actual data. Then we prepare May to July. Then we get April, May data. June to next quarter. So write in the group also. I told this to write in the group also. Anybody has written continuous budget? I think Kaniska has written. Kaniska, you will on the video. Okay. Kaniska has written this. See, continuous budget is, this is Kaniska has written. Continuous budget or is rolling budgeting is an approach where the budget is continuously updated and extended. Unlike the traditional budget, which is set for a fixed period, maybe 6 months, continuous budget, continuously doing the budgeting. It involves regularly revising and extending the budget period as the time progresses. This ensures that the organization always has a budget that looks 12 months or another period. Very simple, okay? I'll give a very simple example, you will understand. 2 or 3 examples. For example, everybody watches cricket, I hope, okay? I think everybody watches cricket. So when you come to see a cricket match, the team, okay, which win the toss, okay, they see the pitch, okay, and then they analyze, okay, this pitch we will make 350 runs. This pitch, cricket everybody sees now, I hope, okay. Everybody sees, right? Okay. So this is a 350 runs pitch, okay. But once the match gets started, you might lose some wickets early. Once you lose the wicket early, then what? The budgeting keeps on starting. Now it's not a 350, 300. Then as per the situation, you keep on budgeting as per the, this is continuous budgeting. Second example, you're preparing for a CA final exam, right? So you have made a budget for 60 days. 60 days you will study, 7 days this, 7 days this, 7 days may FR you will complete. But in 7 days, you are not completing the FR subject. You will think now that it will take at least 5 days more to complete the FR subject. Now, if you're giving 5 days more to the FR subject, you have to compensate on the other subjects, right? So this budgeting will be done continuously. For example, another example I'm giving you. For example, there is a generally 10 kg atta. 10 kg atta comes in every house and generally it completes in 5 days, right? If you have a good family. Sometimes some guests come to your house and they're nicely guests and they complete, so it completes very quickly. The budget changes according to the situation. Got my point? For example, there was COVID situation. That time you wish to bring 10 kg rice or 50 kg rice. And you should not bring only. क्या ही करेंगे बचेंगे भी कि नहीं बचेंगे क्लियर budget will change as per the situation. So continuous budgeting is this only, continuously doing budget as per the situations which are coming in their way. Rolling forecast, okay, the based on the actual data which is coming to you, you are again budgeting for the next quarters. Okay, so one line that I will tell you, everybody will write in the group. In the, yes, this is what I think. In the continuous budget, as and when the actual data is coming, we replace the budgeting with the actual figures and we do budgeting for the similar period in the future. Our budgeting time frame remains the same. Good. In the case of a rolling forecast, a new budget period is added to replace the previous one as it expires. Here we budget and rebudget the future revenues and expenses at regular and short intervals. So I will tell this line, you'll write in the group, okay? In the case of a rolling forecast, quickly you'll write in the group. Nikita, you'll write. Everybody, Donna, you'll write, okay? You have been quiet. A new budget period is added to replace the previous one. A new budget period is added to replace the previous one. Write in the group only. Nikita, this. Everyone, Kiran. a new budget period is added to the replace the previous budget as it expires. Here we budget and rebudget the future revenue and expenses at a regular and short intervals. Okay, so I need this answer very properly, huh? In case of a rolling forecast, new budget is added to replace the previous one. Here we're budgeting and rebudgeting the future revenue and expenses at regular and short intervals. Done. Quickly. New budget is added to replace the previous one. Budgeting, rebudgeting done at regular and short intervals. Very good. They move the actual forwards each month on a rolling basis. Rolling forecast is providing a forecast over a specific period like 12 to 24 months. You prepare this budget. They move the actual forward each month on a rolling basis. They move the actual forwards each month on a rolling basis, making it easier for the decision maker to see what is happening in the real time. What is happening in the real time. Okay. Now, what is an advantage of a rolling forecast? What is an advantage of a rolling forecast? Advantage of a rolling forecast or a continuous budget. What's an advantage? Easy, eh? What's an advantage? Who will tell quickly? Video should be on. Sahil, Usana, Sahil, Hari Govind. I'm not able to see. What is the benefit? Nikita. Video on. Okay. What is the benefit of this? Himanshu.
It improves flexibility, accuracy.
Yes.
It improves flexibility, accuracy.
It improves accuracy. It improves accuracy. We can adjust with the time. We can adjust quickly with the time. Okay. So it is stable. Yes, Tanuj.
Yeah, so like decision maker can be proactive, like planning the things in
Proactive.
advance, like yes.
Yes. Rolling forecast present the following correct. For example, see, this rolling forecast is used by which the climate वगैरह होता है ना, climate, earthquake, tsunami, weather climate, they will do this only. You see now, you see this, okay? If you see in mobile, okay, you see ki next 10-day temperature, what will be in your state? Maybe you are sitting in Kolkata. So what will be the temperature? They'll say 38 degree, 35, ऐसे करके. How they know this? Budgeting forecasting only done, na? For example, they are giving one temperature. Do you think the temperature is always right? No. There might be an indication that there will be a rainfall in the upcoming 3 days. Do you think every time this will be okay? No. They are keeping on changing it. They just in assumption basis this. Their rolling forecast will be used. They have to keep on doing this. So this type of things are doing this. What is this department? Geographical department.
IMD.
Meteorological, na? Meteorological, na?
Meteorological.
So they will use this temperature and all, na? Earthquake, tsunami, steer, this, what things are coming, na? So क्या बोलते हैं बिजली गिरता है तो उसको? What we tell that meteors, ना? Meteor only, ना? बिजली, steroids नहीं, meteor. बिजली जब गिरता है किधर, तो लोग बोलते हैं ना अभी बिजली, हाँ, तो budgeting से होता है ये continuous forecasting. So they also use budget. See, they are also using budgeting and forecasting. So they will use rolling forecast. Not by point, na? Huh. So rolling forecast presents the following characteristics. It establishes a rolling planning horizon of 6 to 8 quarters, adding new periods as the current financial year ends. It allows the changes in the market promptly as well as reformulating the plans. So these 2 points you write in the group. Okay, it establishes, this is an advantage, it establishes a plan of 6 to 8 quarters, adding new periods as the current financial year ends. It allows incorporating the changes in the market promptly as well as reformulating the plans. What is the benefit? Organization which implemented the rolling forecast to set the control enjoy a more active governance and boost the accuracy of the KPI. Okay. Just a second. They, in just a second. Yeah. Video should be on everybody, ठीक है? The organization which implement rolling forecast or adaptive management to set controls enjoy a more active governance and boost the accuracy of the KPI. This is the benefit. Write in the group quickly, yeah? Write in the group benefit, advantage of rolling forecast. This organization enjoy a more active governance and boost the accuracy of the KPI, key performance indicator. In the group, okay? You make notes afterwards, but in the group you write quickly, yeah? The next point is the organization becomes more prompt in response to the business changes, new challenges due to more precise data and availability for the decision making. They are proactive. Okay, they are prompt in taking to responding to the changes and the new challenges. Implementing this approach still allows looking beyond the control and the next quarter. It allows them to differentiate themselves from the competitor and emphasizes the focus on the strategic goal achievement. See, continuous forecasting is very, very important. You see, continuous forecasting or rolling forecast, because things cannot happen as per your plan. It keeps on revising according to the day-to-day schedule. What my point now? For example, you give your best bowler to bowl to a batsman, and that batsman hits the six in the first three deliveries. Okay? अब कैप्टन होगा रोहित शर्मा तो चिल्ला-चिल्ली कर ले Got my point, na? So things cannot go. Then you have to think, okay, what next to do? What next ball to bowl? Okay, so that is very important. You have to stay in the game. Just imagine anybody saw that World Cup, okay, 2021, and then wide ball, then one ball got for six. Have to gaya match khatam. Got my point? The continuous budgeting. The budgeting is going that time also. Now something can happen in that situation. Luckily, we won the match. What my point? So this can happen. This is continuous budgeting happens. Got my point? What is the limitation of this type of budgeting? Limitation of this type of budgeting? Based on the actual data, you have to take the decision. This is rolling forecast is the actual data keeps on coming, and because you have to take that actual data into consideration, we will plan ahead. Clear about it now? For example, students make this mistake. Now you make a budget of 7 days, you will complete the audit in 7 days. And you agreed that you will prepare 14 hours today for studies. But some guests come and you have not prepared for 14 hours, you may prepare for 3 hours. Now, most of the students, what they will do? They will keep on crying, and then they will see motivation videos, how to set timetable or this and that. The intelligent one will not do. होता है, कभी कभार off day चला जाता है, right? Now we have to think ahead how we can revise this. Means what plans now we have to check next. So here I have to play because things will not happen according to your plan all the time. Sometimes it happens good also. You planned for 14 hours and you studied 18 hours. It's good now. Then you can take rest next day. Yeah. So you can. Yeah. So that is also there. So this is rolling forecast. Now what is the limitation? Now this technique, what is the limitation? Anybody will tell what is the limitation? I think Nikita told earlier. What is the limitation of a rolling forecast? Video should be on. Karuna, Sahil. Okay. What is the limitation? I think that time she told also. Karuna video on. Okay. Yeah. What is the limitation? Nikita, you only told. What was the limitation?
The actual data needed, because until it's
Data can be wrong because you are preparing on the basis of data only. Okay, the data can be wrong also, financial data. So this technique is fundamentally based on the historical results to start the development. Okay, if the historical data is not reliable, then it could be difficult. So this is first answer that you have to write. Quickly write in the group, okay? Now it is depending on the historical data to start the development. If the historical data is only wrong, then there will be a problem. Okay, is not reliable, then it could be difficult. Okay. The number two, the engagement of the management with the rolling forecast is questionable. The engagement of the manager with the rolling forecast is questionable because they could be considered more likely to achieve the objective set by the original budget than the goals revised during the rolling budget. You are saying something, Tanuj? Yeah.
Yeah, like sir, it requires more time and effort like compared to other types of budgeting. Like we
it
have
takes,
to
yes, you have to be alert all the time. Okay, so this is very important. I'm writing this point. Okay, the continuous budget, you also write the point. The continuous budget is based on the historical results. Is based on the historical results to start the development. To start its development, if the company's historical series, and it's time consuming also, no, you can say this is not simple, it's time consuming, it could be difficult. Okay, so this is very important. Okay, the technique is fundamental. You keep your battery charged, everybody. Okay, okay, what is the it could be difficult if the company's historical data is not. Disadvantage of this, it is based on the historical data to start the development, and it is time consuming. It is time consuming. It is not that simple to make. It is time consuming. It is not simple. Two things that you should remember. Okay. Simple and time consuming. Simple, time consuming. Okay. So this only, if you don't remember the advantage or disadvantage, to always remember two things. Okay. When you are learning, advantage and disadvantage, three things you should be remembering, points to remember, so that it will be easy. Number one, cost. Number two, time. Number three, simple or complex. So you will remember all the points. Okay, this will be, which is the cost effective? Which budgeting is cost effective? Tell me, which budgeting is cost effective? Cost effective means less costly. Incremental. Write in the group quickly. Incremental budgeting is cost effective. You would remember three things: cost, time, simple. Which budgeting is cost effective? Which budget is simple? Which budget is simple? And which budget is what? Less time consuming. In all these three things, incremental budget. In all these things, so whenever you write advantage and disadvantage, you study now. You should remember these 3 points. Got my point now? Clear? Clear about it now? So you should always remember this. Simple and complex, which budget is cost effective? You will remember these 3 things. Okay, what are the 3 things? Cost, video should be on. Cost, time, and simplicity. Zero based budgeting, Kiran. Zero based budgeting क्या होगा? All opposite. Cost, time, and simple. Just it's opposite. It's very costly, very time consuming, and it's not simple to make. The data will be needed. Okay. And number 4 point that you will remember, resources. Now, which budgeting takes less resources? Which budgeting takes less resources? Incremental. Rest all the budgets takes a lot of resources. Incremental is traditional type of budgeting and all things. So you will remember like these parameters. If you keep now, you will be able to remember budget, advantage, disadvantage. You will be able to make the points very simply. Jyoti, Nikita, video on, sisters. Okay, video on. What? Jyoti. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Next. Yes. Okay. Question is, okay, how will you forecast the revenue in top down and in bottom up budgeting या forecasting? How will you forecast the revenue? ठीक है, क्लियर ना? निकिता वीडियो ऑन, ज्योति वीडियो ऑन, ठीक है, राइट. How will you forecast the revenue in the top down? Anybody top down? How will you forecast the revenue? Top down approach.
Like in top down, like we will look at the competitor and how the industry is going. Based on that, we will take the assumption like
Let's suppose it's a hotel, okay? It's a hotel. So question is, how will you forecast the revenue of a hotel in case of top down? Video on, Nikita, Sahil, video on. Himanshu, so I'm not able to see.
like
Hari, I'm not able to see.
we will see the market total market size of the hoteling industry and the market share of our company, and based on that, like we will some input we will assume
Again, repeat once, okay? How will you forecast the revenue of a top down in hotel? Yes, repeat.
we will consider the total like addressable market of hotel industry, hospitality industry, and we will see our market share and
Right. Correct. This is
like
macro
based on
indicator.
how industry,
We top down, we check the macro indicators, top down, right? And the bottom up, in the bottom up,
bottom up we will see the like drivers like occupancy rate and whatever the KPIs in the hotel industry, like one could be occupancy
it is
rate, like
progressing. See, in the top down and bottom up, in the top down approach, we consider the macro indicators. We consider the macro indicators. In the bottom up, we progress from the lowest levels. We progress from the lowest level. आवाज आ रहा है? ठीक है. Okay, so top down and bottom, please on your video, Usana and Jyoti. ठीक है? हाँ. So in the top down, we consider the macro indicators, and in the bottom up, we progress from the lowest levels. Got my point now? We consider the macro indicators means market size कितना है and what is the percentage of the market size. Okay, and in the bottom up, we will see the progress from the lowest levels. For example, number of, in this case, it will be number of rooms sold equals to the number of rooms into occupancy rate. Expected revenue will be number of rooms sold into average occupancy into average revenue per room. Average revenue per room. Got my point now? So you write in the group this point, okay? And join the same link once again, everybody, huh?